Okay, we are officially started up, and to remind everyone of what had happened, you had, well, at the end of last session, you had found a tomb filled with terracotta soldiers. Avdol immediately ran due to the influence of his spirit. Everyone else everyone else woke them up and had to escape. And then Sarath found an item which possessed him with the spirit of Shagambi, I believe. And now, since Shagambi and Nang Nang hate each other, we are going into some type of death combat. Start.
Sarath's seen a reason.
See reason? From a coward? Somebody who has consistently fled
8 psychic
our
damage
side?
for trying to reason with him instead of killing him, Avdol.
I still had my weapon out.
Doesn't matter, the spirit's like, what are you talking about? Start hitting him.
You think the whole cowardice thing would mean that?
Sharat, help me stop Sarath from trying to kill me.
I don't want anyone to kill anyone.
Good.
13 on initiative.
Oh, I thought we already rolled initiatives.
I think it was
That
to
was
walk
for the last
around,
combat.
but yeah. So
Whatever, I'll roll it
Yeah,
again.
I don't see
Reveal.
myself on there, so.
I am going to say, I'm going to literally beat the spirit out of you.
oddly prescient.
12.
Zyga, got any bright ideas here?
Best I
Well,
can guess.
first thing, before anything, is Sarath, go ahead.
It's for your own good, Avdol. You could do much better than Nang Nang.
Can I
I'm gonna
do
Warhammer
nothing
him.
to block him?
Not your turn.
On your turn, you could, but
17 to hit,
17 will miss.
and 9 will miss.
you're not gonna save face.
Nah, not right now.
Okay.
I mean, the only thing I could think to do would be somehow get to the weapon that has the other spirit that Sarath has and give it to Avdol, but I don't know if that'll work.
I think that would make things worse. What we
You
could
know
try
from
and do
past
is get another
experience
spirit
is-
inside of him.
You know from past experience that if you were to grab another object, the two spirits would fight over control, so it would be
Exactly.
possible.
So Sarath will have to willingly give Avdol it, which I don't think he's giving him
Oh
anything
no
other
no
than
no!
pain at the moment.
Don't we have the orcs that mace?
Yes,
Yeah,
you have the Mace of Terror, which has another one in. However, I need to check some things, because this is all an interconnected web.
This
One
is
of
a
you might
web.
hate that one. So give me a
I'll just-
second.
Okay, while you're researching, I'll say I'll give him the bracers with Kubazan, but Nang Nang won't let me put him on.
I have Nang Nang.
And will Nang Nang let himself be vacated?
Why do I have to be the one that loses the spirit? I can crawl on walls.
Because you're a coward.
How am I a coward? You're clearly confusing.
How am I a coward? Literally, as soon as you went into the room, you left us all to die.
Oh, right. Yes, that
That's
was
a good
me.
point.
I didn't want to be psychically crushed to death. I had my compulsions. You have yours. I
Yeah,
wasn't
this is
showing
where we're at.
cowardice.
I legitimately have no spells I can use, so actually I wonder.
You about to do.
I'm gonna ask my spirit real quick. Does the person holding have to hold the weapon or just touch it?
No, just touch it. You even know that from your past experience, just any kind of skin contact.
Let me just double check something.
Take the mace.
You had
and
which
put it up
one?
against
Wongo, right?
back of Will's
Yeah,
neck.
I have the mace.
Oh, no,
of terror.
Ijin, that's right.
He has Ijin, the pair
Mhm.
with the weird ideas.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I don't know who my opponent is, and I don't know if the hammer is my opponent or anyone else's. With knowledge of Choltian
You know
lore,
that your opponent for Ijin is Obolaka, which was the first item you found, which was the pearl, I
Snake.
think.
This-
Or
no, no,
snake
snake
staff,
staff.
yeah.
It was snake staff.
Like, I will
Okay.
point to the bracers on my wrist, be like, just knock him out and we'll put these on him.
And I'll say Sarath is clearly closer to getting knocked out than I. It'll be a lot easier to knock him out than me.
Okay.
I'm the one who's been lasting through this whole goddamn mess longer than anyone else.
Obviously, we've seen how.
The mace isn't more than 10 pounds, is it?
You're gonna try
It
and
is
throw at
magical
him.
though. I think I know what you're gonna try and do, but
Yeah. Can't activate. Wait, no. Can't activate magical items or carry more than 10 pounds.
oh, I thought you were mage handing. If you have the
No, I am, but I'm not. I'm looking at the spell real quick to see if it says anything about.
mage hand might be able to carry magical items. I'm just used to Pathfinder.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about not being able to. So,
Oh yeah, I guess
so
so.
what I might try to do is I lay down the mace, use mage hand, and have it touch Avdol.
Mace is 4
Why
pounds.
me?
You're gonna have to roll to hit because he's obviously going to try and dodge.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a
would it be
spell.
a magical or?
A spell attack as you try and touch
Okay.
him with the mace.
All right. 25 to hit.
That's an intelligence
Okay.
save.
Yeah,
It's his spell
he's
attack.
rolling a spell attack.
Oh, okay. I guess
So-
it hits.
Now we figure out what happens. So we've got Nang Nang, and which one was in the mace? It was
The monkey.
Yeah, it was
not Shigambi.
I actually got me.
Yeah.
Because
Wongo.
you gave me his
Sounds
thing.
sounds
Wongo.
monkey-like.
Wongo.
Okay. So we're going to say, what dice do you like, Avdol? Pick a dice.
Let's go with D10.
D10. Okay. Odds are going to be Nang Nang. Evens are going to be Wongo.
Damn.
Nang Nang stays in control.
And also,
Well, that was
Be
my
like,
idea.
they're all against you. Kill them
your
all.
idea was stupid. You call yourself a scholar.
All right, Avdol, you're up.
All right.
What happened? By the way, what actually happens to the mace?
It just clatters to the ground. The spirit's still inside.
All right.
Or technically, I guess it's still just hovering there with Mage Hand. It's not a spell that goes away. So it's just floating in the air.
You're basically just trying to pimp slap him with the mace.
Pretty much. Also, I'll tell what's his name,
Me.
Charrot. Yeah, trust me, it's not actually worth it to have this thing.
From what I understand of what you told me of the orc's experiences, no, it really isn't.
Avdol, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I'll go ahead and start hitting Sarath and go, this is for your own good.
Well, y'all are gonna watch
You
the
made
misses
me
come.
do this.
That'll hit.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
And 25.
That'll hit.
11.
And I'm down.
Okay, so
And I'll like take a hand to motion at him and be like, see, Zyga? Easier.
Sherrod, you're up.
True, but I do enjoy the fact that he was punching you for a bit.
Oh, what do you know?
All right. So I'm going to take a cloth, wrap it around my hand, and then reach out and grab the mace.
I mean, I'll
Do
let
you
go
let?
of it willingly.
Okay, there you go. I was gonna say, do you let go? I don't think
Alright.
it's your turn to use the action, but
And
that's
then
fine.
I am going to. So I'll be presumably here.
Yes. Or technically on top of Sarath's dying body, because I'm
Okay, I can do
assuming.
And then then something clicks as I realize that Avdol's cowardly compulsions are obviously the result of the spirit inhabiting him.
No,
No
they're
shit.
Not. That was another spirit.
Oh.
I
No, no,
clarified
hey,
that
hey.
when Sarah
In
first
character,
accused me
in
of
character.
I, as
something.
a player, knew it. My character didn't.
Fair enough, I guess.
No, Sarah literally accused me of cowardice, and I said no. That was Obalaka.
Right. And so I'm going to tap you with the mace.
Are you serious? Fuck you.
I need to purge you of your cowardice.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
This is why I'm telling you to kill your friends, Avdol. They're not even your friends.
Clearly,
That's it.
Nang.
Sounds like Nang Nang's not cowardly, he's selfish.
And obviously
Is
his
that even-
selfishness will be purged.
Is that even better?
Well, roll
I'm
to
com-
hit,
I'm committing to
Sherrod.
this.
Yeah, okay.
So are we gonna roll a die or
Actually,
what?
would an attack
No, you
roll
have to-
even work? Because that it could be hitting my
Oh,
armor.
right. Yeah, I guess I do have to make an attack roll, don't I?
Yeah, like he can try and dodge and all of that. If this
Yeah.
was Pathfinder, I'd say it'd have to be on touch with a whole bunch of stuff, but this is 5e. It's just roll against armor.
Yep. All right, so that's oh, I was about to actually I still have the Mace of Terror in my item slot. Uh,
Gee whiz, I wonder
Yes, I
why.
Miss.
you have to understand, Abdul, your cowardice has driven you to madness.
You're an
Also,
idiot,
by the
Sharat.
way-
I regret ever saving you from that mirror.
I regret
I-
saving
I'm-
you from that acid. Hey, remember when that happened?
I'm loving all of this, so all of you have 2 points of inspiration right now.
Wonderful.
Now I think about it, wasn't I the one that used this mirror?
It was a group
Sarath,
effort.
roll for...
Yeah, roll for death saves.
Yep.
Oof.
That's 1 towards death, Zyga.
Oh, dear.
Uh,
I just
Do
Don't
I
be a
have
fool,
any
Sharat.
potions of
Just give him
healing
the
still?
fucking mace. We don't need to extend this any longer than it has to.
why do you want this spirit so badly?
It's not just we can get this conflict done with if you just put it in his unconscious hand. That's
Okay,
simple.
thank God you said hand.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and make a medicine
this
to
is a party,
to
not a frat party.
stabilize.
Sure, go ahead and roll medicine. Okay,
10.
you'll do so. Avdol, you're up.
That stabilizes, right?
Yes, you're stable.
Alright.
Really should have invested in some healer's kits. It's guaranteed.
I thought I got one for just being
I don't know what
Being
you have.
adventurous.
Still in action. But Avdol,
That's
go
right.
ahead.
Yeah, after you
Nang
know,
Nang's telling you to beat the
Yeah, I'm
shit
gonna
out of
attack Sharat.
everyone.
12,
no.
26
Yes.
for 10.
You've clearly gone mad.
Sherrod, go ahead. Are you going to swing the mace again?
Yes, I am.
Swings mightily
We
and
need
then
to purge you of your madness.
gently
24.
touches Avdol in the face.
Yeah, 24 will hit.
Pick a dice.
10.
Alright. Odds will be Nang Nang. Evens will be Wongo. Fucking Nang Nang.
Wow,
Dang!
Ding is holding on.
Nope. Actually, I'm gonna spend a point of inspiration on this.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
20.
Gently
10.
caressing. Nang Nang!
All right.
Sarath, you're
Shit.
conscious. Well, not conscious,
No,
but
I'm unconscious.
stabilized. Zyga,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna pull.
The power of
Yeah, I'm gonna
Power
pull
of
my
Longo compels
hobgoblin
you.
friend back a
Sure.
bit. So
You can pull him 5 feet, I think. It's like an action to drag someone 5 feet.
Uh,
The power of Longo
Avdol.
compels you.
Okay, I'm gonna hit Sharat now. 20.
Yep.
7.
Uh-huh.
Numbers.
21.
Yep.
8.
Numbers. Anyways, Sherrod, back to you. Are you gonna...
Why are you doing this, Avdol?
Because you're attacking me, you big stupid idiot.
I am. You know
Big
Give
this.
Sharat the
smelly
mace.
Willy.
Give it to him and let us get on with this so I can be away from all of you as fast as possible.
All right, if you want to be that way.
wow.
Wow.
Say all right
Wow.
if you want to be that way and then not.
Yeah, I
whatever.
know. I'm whiffing like crazy here. But
Oh,
this
dear.
spirit is obviously driving you mad.
Sarath,
I'm
Zyga.
unconscious.
I know.
Hmm.
Alright, the Guardian's gonna be like, should I be doing something here?
Rich
I don't know,
use Zyga.
He's
Do you have any kind of
mad.
way to resuscitate an unconscious person?
I mean, I'd have to go past the 2 people flailing at each other ineffectually.
Excuse me, you two. Could you please move about 10 feet
It's-
forward?
If
How
they're
about you
ineffectual,
give
she
Sharat the
shouldn't
mace and
worry
we can
about
just
it.
end this now? It's that.
Oh, I'd
simple.
love to, except the guy is holding it.
Then talk to Sharat. Maybe you
Anyways,
can speak
Avdol,
some
go
sense into him
ahead.
since I've clearly lost mine. And I'm going to attack
What
Sharat.
did he just say? The Guardian asks, do you tell
Oh,
Zyga?
he's an idiot.
Okay, I kind of figured, but
No.
I heard it sounded
I'm
different.
inspired.
Okay.
19.
Let me double check something real quick.
That might not actually hit, because he has
19 ties.
okay,
Let me see.
so that would hit.
And then 16?
No.
16 would miss.
Okay.
I know that much. Back to you, Sherrod.
And did you take the 9 damage there,
Yes,
Tom?
ma'am.
Okay.
Abdul, we're gonna have a serious
I'll just
talk
like
after.
share it.
We're gonna have a, we're gonna have a
Give him the
serious talk
goddamn
after
mace.
this, and I put the mace on Sarath's unconscious arm.
Put it in his
Okay.
hand. Make
Well,
sure he
Make a
touches
difference.
it.
Pick
I
a
don't know.
dice, Sarath.
D20.
D20. Okay. Would you prefer evens or odds for any?
We wouldn't know the answer to
Evens-
this one, though.
Let's say evens for Shigambi.
Even
I'm just saying, we
Shigambi.
wouldn't know this one.
Oh my goodness.
Now,
So,
the
I mean,
other
we
thing-
can-
This is true. You don't actually know what he's possessed with. He's
yeah,
unconscious.
I'm just gonna leave it there, on his body, and
Sarath, back to, well, you're unconscious.
I'm unconscious.
Zyga.
Alright.
Isn't it continuously touching his arm, so he has to make another?
It depends on. Here's the
No,
thing.
technically
Now
not.
it's gonna be caught in a loop.
No, there is some things with it which.
All right. Well, it's still Zyga's turn.
Yep.
Assuming that all of this is said and done, I'm going to suggest we go find a place to rest because I have absolutely nothing in the tank.
So the Guardian's gonna be like, so the small one was hitting the big one who was trying to feather dust him with the mace, and then all of a sudden the big one stopped and put the mace on an unconscious person. What the fuck is wrong with you all?
Well, let's just go with
A
the
deep question.
Chultan demigods.
No!
Oh, well, apparently they were. I'll tell her the story of the demigods, and then inform her that we are now being possessed by them for some reason.
What happened to my wonderful nation during the time I was gone?
Things change, apparently.
Clearly.
But yeah, we need to find some place to rest, because otherwise we may be in very big trouble.
Well, fine. I guess I'll carry the.
Does Nang Nang? Is it Nang Nang able to tell if Sarath is still possessed by?
No,
phone.
there's no. While you're unconscious, there's no like
Okay.
spiritual things. Be like, well, clearly the mace is important to you all. I don't want to touch it after what you told me.
Yeah, I'll tell them to wrap, if needed, wrap it in cloth before using.
All right then. They'll pick it up and pick up Sarath and be like, well, where am I taking this bulky person?
We can try to go back upstairs, but last time we tried to use that place, one of us ended up being decapitated, so...
What?
And as I recall, did someone fix that? Did someone fix that person?
Possibly.
I don't know. I wasn't there for that.
You're leaning very heavily on the fourth wall. It doesn't appreciate that. But anyways, if you want to go back there, you can. It's just only
All right, so
four
the
of you
combat
get to
is over,
rest.
right?
Resta.
How...
The Guardian will tell you that it's been a very long time. I need to rest. I've watched over you for the last 2 nights, so I've been awake
rest
for...
is optional. Or it is not optional for you. So... So who is...
Mr. Asshole Hammer there seems pretty good to go.
Is
Which
she
one's the
talking
asshole
about
that-
me?
Yeah, but I
can't
don't
tell what
trust
she's
him
saying.
anymore.
Nope, you don't understand what she's saying.
Well,
Unless
I
you-
still don't trust you anymore.
You
It looks like-
literally.
It looks like she's recommending Abdal stand watch.
Of course, yes. It's always Avdol. Never mind the fact that Avdol just got attacked by some crazy person. A crazy person and a fool.
When was the last
One
time
at
you
least
stood
was
watch?
compelled. The other didn't know any better.
Hey, quick question. Can I choose what stat I want to use for an unarmed attack?
Yes.
Well,
Dex
actually-
or
actually
strength.
I
yeah,
use
okay.
wisdom.
21 on an unarmed to deck Avdol.
I mean, you do.
That'll
I
hit
think
me,
the
but I'm going to
damage
attack
is...
you in kind with a 21.
Are we going back to
14 more
initiatives? What is...
You know what? Let's just leave these two to work on these issues themselves. Meet us back in the pit when you're ready to join us. I'm also going to give Charrot a map because he actually doesn't know
Yeah, I kind of did just
Well,
walk in.
at this point, it seems like one person has attacked two of you, so this might be my guardian days speaking, but I think we should end him.
I swear to God. Fucking people.
Or purge the
I don't-
spirit or something.
What is
I don't
she
know
saying,
what you...
Zyga? I don't want to kill everyone. If everyone keeps attacking me, I will defend myself as anyone would. But I would much rather us get on with it. Because we have
As a
now
sidebar
been
with
standing
the
here for
as
half
he's
an
like
hour
ranting,
arguing
I'm going
this.
to say, look, I'm gonna be straight with you. I was spent to observe these guys, and honestly, I'm surprised that they were surviving this long.
I wholeheartedly agree.
That being
Honestly,
said,
as
I
long as they
can't-
can just find my queen for me, I don't really care what happens to them.
Yeah, honestly, on a 3 out of 4 chance it's gonna be that he's gonna die next somehow. Might as well just let this place do it and get on with our lives. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna at that point move to go to the what's it
You'll
called?
follow and be like, okay. Well, mimicking hand gestures like, stop the fight, let's go on, come along, children.
I'm not
She's calling
going
you
to lose
children.
sight of Sherat. I'm going to keep my eye on him.
All I'm gonna say is that I never actually attacked you with a weapon.
Am I still
tapped
unconscious?
And I punched.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but
It's
the
alright.
full rest will go off and you'll heal to full.
I tapped and I punched.
Wait, who was standing watch? Did we?
Oh, that's
actually
true.
say
Abdal didn't actually say he wanted to.
No, I didn't say I would. Granted, he wouldn't even agree to rest with you people for the time being, so I guess he'd keep watch, quote unquote.
That's true. He's gonna pick a location then if you can recall anything through the areas.
Oh yeah. Also be
Yeah,
careful
where
of this
where
Withers guy.
actually are we resting? Because if what is going to happen is the four of them are going to sleep in that tight spot, then yeah, Abdal would not watch guard because he knows damn well what happens to people outside of that. He's going to stick near them just so he can see them and hear them plotting anything.
It's the only place that I know of that's safe.
Safe for the four of you.
So I take it you're all resting in the cube then?
Yeah, that's kind of my option.
The anger cube.
I mean, it pretty much is. Okay, so you'll all find a place to fully rest. Nothing will happen during the whatever time it is over the 8 hours, and you're all back to full. Now, scene 2, action.
Are you guys gonna fight each other again?
No.
Not.
But-
as long as
I'm
he's not.
done if Abdal wants to be done killing people.
Shigambi really doesn't like Nang Nang, which
And
I
Nang
can,
Nang really doesn't like Shigambi.
which I
Okay.
can, I would. Okay, hold on. I tried to help Avdol by getting Shigambi out of him.
Tried
But
to help.
if he's so adamant, then there are other ways to coerce it out. So I'm not gonna heal you anymore.
First off, I'm going to try to give this a college try to diplomacy this. Our current objective is what was his name?
Sarah.
A Serac, and I think that you both have a grudge against that guy. Is it?
It's his fault I'm here with you morons.
Yes, considering the fact that he did all this, I would think that your anger for him would be more than your anger for your enemy in life. Considering
Assuming
one,
he's even here.
if the soulmonger is here, there's like 70% a chance that Serac is also.
And there's 110% chance that asshole Shigambi's inside him.
Fair enough. Back to your work. I'm done with this. I gave it a try.
I said I'm perfectly fine with continuing, but Abdol can't expect any assistance from me anymore.
And I suppose I can't extend the same kindness to you either.
Oh, what are you
Oh
gonna do?
no.
What was
Not-
what was
Who
that spell
knows?
that we said we couldn't use?
Anyway, so it seems like we've somewhat wrapped this up for now. Where do you wish to go from here?
Where are we?
Well,
Because
so
I was
I'm
actually
assuming you're-
conscious when they dragged me here.
I'm assuming you're still on the
Oh, I see.
stairs, like you've come back.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take you to another floor, make new tokens, and then
Okay.
just do nothing for you guys to just go back to here.
Okay, so the only places I think I remember us not getting to is this weird ass snake thing over here.
Yep,
Oh,
that's the only place.
Could you give me the Shigambi handout?
Sure,
I mean, you can give it to everybody, but I don't have it with me.
no problem.
You. Oh wow. So the extra attack is not it's just extra attack.
Yep, it's just
Nice.
like you're a
Like-
fighter and you've scaled up to a point.
Yeah,
so you
yeah,
can
yeah, it's
always
like
do it whenever you take the
multi-attack,
action.
Or
Hmm.
Does Charat have a spirit in him?
yep, I have the snail.
Ah,
Yep.
okay.
That's the one
why
that
I have
set the
130
con.
health.
So these are both made of iron.
Bronze, I believe.
Bronze. The
Bronze. Okay, so somehow we're gonna need to find Find
have
the
you tried
iron
a direct
scepters.
approach?
the
Yeah.
iron scepter's twin. Could be that we need something that's made of iron to bridge this.
But yeah, so essentially it was, you've looked at them closely, the stench of rotting flesh wafts from the mouths of the serpents. There's dried blood in each mouth and tiny tubes at the back of the neck, which means that something could pour through.
Hmm. I'm starting to think that we might want a tube or something, like a piping.
Hold on.
Let's make a cake.
Or
A death cake.
medicine.
It's a
think
piece of
that's
cake to make. It's
20
cake.
to determine how much blood is in the human body.
Damn it, man. I'm not Jared. 4.7 to 5.5 liters.
Okay.
So you guys are on like the bulkier, heavier side. I'd say you'd have like
5 liters of blood.
yeah, just call it 5 liters. Except the
All
dwarf,
right.
he has like 6.
Yeah.
Wait, the dwarf is smaller but has more blood?
He's meatier.
I guess he's whiter. Extra thick.
I thought you said whiter.
Everyone knows the whites have more blood.
Hold on. I'm gonna say I'll be right back. Can I come back with one of those bodax we killed?
Sure.
Is its blood still... I guess it's day-old blood at this point.
Yeah, it's dried up and
Yeah.
gone like
Congealed.
stale.
Oh, so it's curing. I add salt.
Ugh.
Okay. Anybody feel like donating some blood?
Yeah, sure,
Alright.
all right.
Okay. Sharat, why
Unk
don't
says,
you try...
I don't know. I guess so.
Why don't you try this one, and I'll try this one.
So what? You want me to puncture on the tooth or what?
You have a
Or just-
dagger, right?
Oh,
Just
okay.
stab
Oh,
your
you want
hand
to
and
just
squeeze
drip it
until
in.
the
Got
blood
it.
drips.
Let's hope you don't have to
Alright.
squeeze to get blood. Otherwise,
True.
you might be undead.
Well,
Alright,
keep the
now.
wound open, so I'm gonna... I
When
guess...
you do so, the blood flows through, and you hear some things right behind the wall kind of start going crazy, and it sounds like they're slurping at the blood. Yeah, pretty much.
Alright.
How do you just keep going?
I guess until I feel woozy.
Well, after about, say, 15 points of bleeding damage each,
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, you took it down for me. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
the slurping frenzy stops, and you hear some chains being pulled, and the door will rise.
Sharat, I like you.
This vaulted chamber features a 10-foot deep sunken floor surrounded by ledges without railings. Alcoves along the ledges hold painted wooden statues of hornet-headed humanoid warriors, each wearing a grass skirt and clutching a spear. A gruesome throne lashed together of bone and strips of skin stands atop the west ledge. A fearsome horned skull surmounts the throne, and small skulls are piled around it. The seat of the throne appears to be made of stretched skin and has a metal scepter resting on it. Shuffling about the sunken portion of the room are three gaunt humanoids In dusty robes draped in cobwebs, their eyes and mouths stitches shut. Armed with brushes and clay pots of pigments, they paint the walls and pillars with grim, poorly rendered illustrations.
It obviously didn't take much time to look at the codex.
What are they illustrating?
They're painting scenes depicting... they're painting over an image of a human male choking on poisonous gas. And the other two are painting things such as a dwarf trapped in a box turning to dust.
Oh.
And
Seems to happen a lot
and a
around here.
dwarf lying on the ground getting shot by a shield and turning to dust.
And another dwarf.
Well, hold on. We don't know what any of this means, do we? Maybe
No,
Zach
you
could know
don't.
something about the last one.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that these are how the people have died.
Does there
just-
happen to be one of a half-orc?
Dust.
Oh, just a
Now I
pile
think
of
about it,
dust.
I do have a description of my other character. Can't remember his name.
Good lord.
I'm gonna
Yeldrin.
enter the room, I guess.
Yeah, Yeldrin.
I know what he looks like, but I forgot his name.
Are these the reliefs? I'm assuming, or
Those are the statues.
oh, the hornet head people,
Yes.
and then the skin things are here. I imagine, right?
Yes, that throne is the one with the
the
bones
scepter
and the
poking
scepter
out
and
too.
the skin
Alright, I'm
throne.
gonna step in behind him.
What exactly are these things?
I'll walk up to one of these. I guess a painter.
If you want to roll religion,
Yeah.
Why not? Not 20.
I can
they are
relate.
zombies, and all they're doing is just painting.
Zombies that paint.
That's weird.
But they're not really harmful, right? They're just painting.
No, but they're evil.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I'm evil. Isn't evil
Yes,
kind
but
of
you're-
a-
Fight yourself,
Smite.
fool!
Doesn't your spirit say that it must give no quarter?
No mercy.
no
but-
mercy? But this seems like a torturous existence for something that's undead,
Painting?
not consuming the flesh of the living. Their mouths are sewn shut.
And their eyes. You have to
Yeah.
wonder how they're
Oh,
actually
wow, yeah.
painted.
Wait, they're blind?
Yes.
Huh.
Huh.
Uh,
And it's a staircase down.
Staircase is down over here, up top and bottom. You technically just walked off a 10-foot
Oh,
drop.
there was a cliff. Okay.
Yes.
Ah!
so what are these?
I guess I go over here. and
Those
then
are
walk
the
down.
statues of the hornet-headed men.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so you saw the path I took, right? I
Yeah,
walked
yeah.
over. Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah. Well, I'll
I'm gonna go
walk
up to
back
this
up
one.
and approach this.
Okay. No one
throne.
has Obolaka or Papazotl, right?
No.
Okay.
Let me just double check.
No, you have Unk.
Yeah.
So I think it's
I
Unk,
got it.
Nanning Nang, Shigambi, and Ijin.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'll ask Ijin what this place is.
It has no idea.
I'll
Well, that
ask
makes two of
Unk
us.
what
Well,
this place
it's a
is.
throne.
Iron scepter, huh?
Yes.
Touchy.
Okay. It is a scepter. It's made of solid iron, except for the head, which is made out of adamantine.
Oh.
It is non-magical, and it weighs 12 pounds.
Yowza.
So just enough.
But not mage-handed.
Yes.
All right. Well, grabby.
Anything else you want to inspect on the throne?
Yeah. What else is there?
There's the throne itself, there's the giant skull, there's the tiny skulls. Lots of skulls and skin.
This
Yeah.
place is rather
I don't think
uncomfortable.
I'm gonna take a seat on something made of skin.
I mean, that's leather, right?
It's long leather. That's true, but not really my style. I'm more of a spikes kind of guy. Hobgoblin architecture, best architecture.
I'm still
Something,
curious.
something's kind of off out of the corner of your eye in one of the alcoves. You have enough passive perception, Seraph, as you walk by.
I'm
So
curious
one of
what
these
this
three,
Iron
huh?
Scepter. If that's the Iron Scepter, where's its twin?
Maybe in one of the statues.
What are the weapons that these hornet creatures are wielding?
The hornet creatures are wielding. Where did those descriptions go? They're made out of wood, and they're wielding a spear each.
Wooden spears.
Maybe one of the spears is different.
Way to perpetuate the stereotype, friends.
Are you going to inspect the alcoves
We'll
particularly well?
investigate. Yeah.
Okay. Well, on the
I
far
got-
left one,
Sure.
you don't even have to roll. On the far
That's
left
good.
one, there is a door behind it ajar. So, like, the wall is slightly open.
Ah, I see. Can I see through it?
No, you can only see that it's open.
I would imagine it's like a push or a pull kind of thing. Yeah.
Like a sliding secret door. So you could open it more if you want.
Will I have to get the statue out of the way?
You could walk past it, or kind of like slide past it. It doesn't take up the whole area. And it's also
Okay.
made out of wood. If you wanted to move it, it'd be pretty easy.
Yeah, I'll motion to the party that there's a door here.
How do you motion that?
Where's my SWAT sign language?
Right, I'll go.
You don't know what you're saying. Yeah, I do. You're just having fun with your fingers. Well, you're right. There's 2 by 2, and we have no sniper support.
All right, so
Just imagine
What
I'm doing one of
exactly-
these. Probably the run into occupied room and clothesline as many targets as possible.
all right. So you say there's a hidden door here?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna start squeezing in and trying to
Coming up.
open it.
All
Follow
right.
suit.
Can I
Okay.
push it?
Yep, so you will open it up. And ahead of you, the walls of this room are adorned with tile mosaics of a jungle city intermingled with frescoes of flowering plants, birds, insects, and humans wearing gold skirts and carrying spears and ornate jugs. That's a run-on sentence. The ceiling is painted to look like a clear blue sky. A small bejeweled cockroach rests atop a sarcophagus of black basalt in the middle of the room. A 2-foot diameter orb hanging from a chain above the sarcophagus is made of hammered gold to resemble a smiling sun.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Is it warm in here?
No, it's not.
Okay. So it seems like magical light.
Yes.
I guess for something to be burning eternally.
Could be continual flame or something of a higher degree.
I'll enter the room.
When you do so, nothing happens. Well, you do see something etched into the top of the sarcophagus.
I guess I will approach.
Sure. As you get closer, it's one word written in common.
Okay, yeah.
Napaka.
Does that ring a
Fuck.
bell?
Are
Wait,
you
hold
going
on.
to say it out loud?
History. Well, no. I'm gonna think history of Napaka. Yeah, I rolled a 2.
You think it's Cholt's sister city. Ignore the fact that Cholt is the nation and not the city.
It's okay. I rolled really poorly on history. I would believe that.
They could be a sister city to a whole country, probably.
I'll ask you what he
But-
sees.
Well, they put the name of a different city on here.
What
Called
city?
Napaka.
As soon as you say that out loud, the Guardian is going to freak out and run into the room.
Oh.
And kind of do
Wait, can I
that
make a
thing.
history now?
You can remember her story saying that she was looking for her queen Napaka and
It's like,
find out
hey.
what had happened.
It's like, ask her if she's from Napaka.
Ooh, spicy.
Well, I
I'm
still
not even.
think
I'm
it's a city.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna relate that statement at all. So this is the queen's tomb.
She'll say she assumes it's some type of tomb, although why would an evil being such as this lich bury the leader of my city? Although, as much as I hate to disturb her resting place, I must know for certain if she actually resides here. We must open this.
Before we open it, let's inspect it for traps, both physical and
course.
magical.
Wait, we're opening it?
I'm gonna put a hand to
I'm assuming you're
going
gonna tell me she's gonna try to open it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she'll listen to you and say that is absolutely true. I've seen my fair share of traps and tribulations in this place.
I will use my infinite wisdom to bespoke this piece of advice. I've seen orbs before, and you can usually cancel them by throwing a blanket on them.
So I'm going to
Trust me,
detect
I've dealt with
magic
orbs.
on well, actually, first I'm going to
Throw a blanket on your orb.
Ooh.
15 perception to notice any kind of traps.
It doesn't
lining
seem
it.
to be.
24.
With a 24, same thing. However, you do notice that it seems to be lined with something that most coffins wouldn't. You can see a little bit of... Is there... there's no, like, knowledge geology, like, Pathfinder. I guess just the knowledge that the dwarves can have advantage on.
Stone cunning usually is the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would I make, like, an int check, or...?
Yeah, I guess it's an in check, just general knowledge.
26?
Okay, it is lead. It is lined
Lead?
with lead.
Oh, good. You can survive a nuke.
Why would a coffin be lined with lead?
Well, off the top of your head, as a caster, you know that any amount of lead blocks detect magic.
So I could inform her that it may be that the Lich didn't actually put this here. Could be that someone put this here, lined the place with lead to make sure that he couldn't find it, and it's using it as a standing grave in spite of that.
That sounds plausible. Let's open up the sarcophagus if you're sure it's untrapped and see what's.
Wait,
I'm worried.
Hold on, that light source seems pretty suspect.
Certainly.
I am worried because if it's like either there could be some kind of divination or something as soon as we open this up. Well, I don't know.
Well, we either do it or we don't.
Before that, can I make an arcana on what the light is, if it's like continual flame or something?
Certainly. Go ahead. That
26.
seems to be it, yeah.
Okay, so it is just a continual flame. And when I detect magic, is there any magic here?
There is evocation on the orb.
Evocation.
Wait,
Sounds like
continual flame?
That sounds like a
Evocation?
fireball. I'm gonna... Wait, hold on.
It sounds like a fireball.
Fireball's evocation, isn't? I wouldn't know
No,
that.
it totally is.
I can cast fireball. I know that.
No,
I don't-
continual flame is a evocation spell.
I could say we could.
Oh, there's also evocation around the bejeweled cockroach.
There's a
on top
bejeweled
of the-
cockroach?
Yes, it's on top of the
It's on top of the
sarcophagus.
sarcophagus.
I keep hearing bejeweled. I keep thinking bespoke.
I could
and
say
what
we
does
could
that
hedge our
seem to
bets.
be?
I can cast a fire shield on you or whoever wants to open
Well,
this
I have
thing.
fire resistance, so that's not too much of an issue already. But I'm curious what the gem is showing, like magically.
Oh, what magic is the cockroach?
Yeah.
It's evocation as well.
That's probably what would be most worrying about it. If that's evocation, I don't know what it could be, but I've heard of beads that could be turned into fireballs. So,
Oh shit. Okay.
so
I can only
I'll
make
just
a warm shield anyway. I can't make a cold shield.
I'll
Alright, because of your
Priest.
Yep.
I'll put this to a vote. All in favor of opening it?
I'll raise my hand because the champion seems she needs to know when she deserves that
I
at the
put up my
very
hand.
least.
The eyes have it.
Before she'll say, wait, this doesn't seem to be just a simple cockroach, she'll point to like a seam on it. It seems to be able to be opened as well.
Okay.
Open a cockroach. Oh, it's like a little jewelry case kind of thing, maybe.
So can I make like a dexterity
Hole in
to try
one.
and open it very carefully?
You can. As you pop open the wings and look inside the cockroach, there is a small key shaped like a crocodile and a necklace with 8 beads remaining.
Oh.
Wait, you're
okay.
serious?
Okay.
Shit,
What
man.
color are the beads?
Red.
It's gonna take
Are you
little
freaking
5
kidding
foot
me?
step.
General advice from as my experience from looting the dead, perhaps we should leave what's not immediately necessary to the deceased.
Yeah, the thing is, if we
The-
pull that key out, like, can I perceive to see if the key is like attached to the beads or something, or know what would set the beads off?
Nothing seems to be there to set the beads off. It just looks like a necklace. And you know that the only way to... You know what the item is, essentially. There's no actual way to make a necklace of fireballs explode like Pathfinder.
Okay.
It's just when you pull it off and throw it, it does 2d6 in an area.
Does it escalate
And
like Pathfinder,
the-
or is it just consistent 2d6?
It's just consistent. There's no, like, big beads, small beads, nothing like that.
No types of necklace of fireballs.
There might be a greater, but it's...
Well, I
it's
remember in
separate.
Pathfinder there was like 8 types. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
type
one
1
of them was
to
like an
8.
Alright.
8d6, one was like a 10d6.
So
But
I'm going to.
the Guardian will say, I'm sure the Queen would wholeheartedly accept you all taking anything she might have to potentially save her city and end the madness. I will permit it.
I will thank her and also pay respect to the grave itself and take the key first, because I feel like that's less of an issue, and then afterwards take the like, assuming that nothing happens, I'll also take the
Yep. Nothing happens on
Bible.
both.
Okay. So there doesn't
you
seem
know
to
it's
be any
magical.
kind of key around here.
No,
There
there's no
doesn't seem to be a
keyhole.
All right. So if you guys are ready to open this, I'll
Yeah.
suggest
I guess
anyone who.
we'll all grab a corner and lift.
Yeah.
Sounds good. And you will pop it open. And immediately inside, there are magically preserved remains wearing tattered remnants of a black gown and a hornet mask painted gold. In her left hand, Napaka holds an iron scepter with an adamantine head. And that is it. Just a body with a...
I'll look
Scepter.
to our guardian and ask if this is indeed the queen.
She will nod her head morosely.
Well,
I'm gonna look at the scepter I already have. Do they look similar?
They are exact copies.
That's a scepter's twin.
yep.
Find the Iron Scepter's twin.
Yeah, I'm curious what the champion will do now. I don't
Wait.
think that's what.
Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. The coffin is covered in lead, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it'd be impossible to determine if that scepter is magical, where it is right now.
Could
It-
detect
you could-
magic?
Well, it's no
detect magic
longer
before, but
completely
now
lined by
you
lead, so
could.
we can tell now. We
Yeah.
can see it.
So I guess I'll detect magic on that after 10 minutes.
There is transmutation magic around the scepter.
The other thing I'm gonna mention, because
And also magic around Napaka.
Yeah.
The one thing I was gonna mention because
outside the room.
before we what? I know, but I know that we were talking before earlier about whether or not a Ceterak knew about her being here. By the fact that Find the Iron Scepter's twin was literally left by a Ceterak, this is probably something of a Ceterak's doing. Which also means something is bound to go wrong. So
True.
whatever we do, let's do it with caution.
Can you ask, Zyga, could you ask your champion what the Black Hornet seemed so important? Because she's
Yeah.
also wearing that mask.
It was just her personal emblem.
I see, like a family crest kind of
Yes.
thing. Okay. Oh, interesting, because the statues outside have that as well. Maybe this was a royal burial chamber at some point.
Possibly. I don't know if I have to directly touch this or not. This is a transmutation. I could try to dispel it, but I don't know if that would work or not. So I'm going. Fuck it. I'll try it. I'll try to dispel the transmutation that's on the rod.
It will not work.
Okay.
Also, well, okay. you know it's not going to work because dispelling an item doesn't do anything.
Okay.
So it's an intrinsic property. It's not a spell cast on it.
All right.
Assuming it doesn't work on a... No, it doesn't. Yeah.
Okay. So if that's the case, if I know that that's an item that has transmutation, I'll instead cast Identify on it.
Okay. With Identify, you know that its singular purpose is to destroy a construct named after Napaka.
A construct named after Napaka?
Yes.
Well, do I know who has the most strength at the moment?
It'd probably be
It is.
Charat.
All right, I'll
what?
tell.
Hello, big guns.
He lost that.
Oh, he did. I thought.
Yeah,
I
you
thought
have
he
con.
didn't sit with the same.
Yeah,
spirit.
he lost that and got possessed by Shigambi. That's why we had the whole thing just then at the beginning.
Oh right. Oh, we still the braces. Okay, yeah. So,
So-
okay,
I still
so-
have the. That's why I asked if you had a spirit, because I could have given you the bracers, but you have Unk.
So I'll
Unk seems like
ask,
an okay fellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll ask
Lady.
if you could pick up the rod, because it seems to be you might be the most proficient to use it at the moment.
You're gonna
Okay.
grab the rod?
I reach a hand out and touch the rod.
Grab the rod.
Well, you touch the rod, nothing happens.
I grab the rod.
You take the rod from your hands.
I do.
Fun. All right. So two things happen immediately. First, the sun's face turns angry and starts firing out heat rays
Oh, no,
everywhere.
angry.
Laser beam.
Everyone roll me a dexterity save. Everyone.
Okay.
Womp womp.
I'll use my last inspiration.
Wait, so do we have 2 points
Oh,
plus
that's
the
even
starter
worse.
session point, or do we just start out with 2?
You started out with 2, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give myself +4, so 16. Or
16,
17,
okay.
sorry, Lucky
I'm
Stone.
going to
Lucky
Indomitable here,
Stone!
because okay, sorry, does an 11 fail?
An 11
Well,
does fail.
All right,
He gets to know.
I will roll with Indomitable. Okay, 14 slightly better, but not good enough.
No, 14 will succeed.
Oh, neat.
Okay. And so, it sounds like Avdol is the only... Well, okay, let me roll for the Guardian as well, because they're in the room. 1 second. They're coming to arrest you.
That's the sound of the
The
police.
It's the Tomb Police.
It's the thought police.
The Crypt Keeper.
Tales from the...
Okay, so... They'll Indomitable as well, taking that 19 instead. So they'll succeed. Okay,
That's
so
nice.
Avdol is the only one who gets struck by the ray.
So is it
So,
one big ray? or is it
43
lots?
fire damage.
Oh!
And now, because of something else, the queen's mouth slams open and black gas emerges out. Everyone roll me a
Okay.
constitution.
Everybody?
Yes.
I'm going to
Is
inspire
this a
that.
poison?
It is
22.
not a poison.
Oh, God damn it. You're kidding me.
Okay, so, and also for the champion,
Oof.
they will Indomitable, but the 15 is not good enough. So it sounds like...
Wait, can she do it multiple times?
Yes. Now she's
What?
tapped, but...
You can do it. You can only do it once outside of a long rest.
Unless
It's
you're
like
a higher
she's
level.
a special NPC or something weird.
Fucking magic fighter stuff. All right.
That's what I like about 5e. There's lots of fun little, like, special creatures that don't have to follow a very rigid class hierarchy.
Remember that one guy who was next to the snake mummy? Like, he
Of,
had some
like, shrekking
ridiculous
everyone.
things. Yeah.
This is pretty much a copy of him, like, with the doing extra damage when over
Oh,
half health
yeah,
and everything.
Mhm.
Anyway, so it sounds like everyone but Avdol and the Guardian succeeded, so 49 necrotic damage, half if you succeeded.
You mean quartered? In my case.
24 then, or 25?
I'm unconscious.
Oops.
All right. So that's 49.
So Avdol is dying.
That's 48 rounded down for having, right?
Yeah, so
So I
it's
say
12, yeah.
Oh, wait, no, half.
I'm going to
He
tell
has
Zyga, I'll
resistance.
pick up the champion. Let's get out of here.
Champion's fine.
Sherrod, I thought the champion had. Oh,
She has like 140 HP. She's
Okay.
like, ow, that kind of hurt.
I'll say Sherrod, you and me. Let's close this lid. Try to get out of here.
I like the sound of that.
It seemed to be like one spurt of gas. It's not a
Okay.
continuous gush.
Okay.
And the ray also went off too.
Yeah, so the sun is now tapped.
Oh, okay. It's angry sun.
Yes. It is
I have a
a
bad
dim,
feeling about what's
angry
gonna happen
sun.
next. But yeah, I'll move over here and try to drag Avdol out of the way.
All right. Well, we're still going to close the lid.
Uh-oh. Okay, so they're immune to the necrotic, but that ray, let's see how these artists are going to do.
Oh no! No one should die for art.
Well, wait, aren't they 10 feet down?
They are, but it's still not total cover versus it because of the distance from the wall.
Yeah.
He succeeds!
Ooh.
It
Good job,
zooms
blind
over
artist.
his head. Little did you know they were deaf as well. But
He just got
yes.
distracted. He
Art
dropped
Anyways,
Rush, and he bent
everyone
down
has
to pick
moved
it up.
out Avdol. Roll for death.
Okay.
Ah,
Oh wait,
shit,
I
no,
thought.
okay.
No,
Zyga
you're not
tried to move.
stabilized.
I pulled you. I didn't stabilize
Okay.
you yet.
Yeah. Where is it? There it is.
Shigambi whispers, "This is
Oh.
the time."
You're kidding me.
Okay.
So you're right,
I
Shigambi.
don't want anyone
And
to
I'm going
die.
to unclasp my bracers of archery and put them on Avdol.
What?
Pick a dice.
10.
Nang nang.
Oh my god.
Bet on Nang Nang!
Okay, I'm going to go over and hit him with healing hands. He gets 10 HP. Or 9 HP, sorry.
Okay, 9 HP.
Yes.
Thank you.
Remember my last Avdol. That's 2. And I walk away.
I kept him a statue.
Anyways, what do you all wish to do?
All right, so now we're back
Uh,
in the throne.
Rest.
8 hours later.
Yeah,
Could
must
be a
suck
short
not having
rest,
any
but
healing
I'm just
spells,
saying,
isn't it?
I'm literally at 9 health.
Oh wait, so are we just gonna grab the scepter and run with it, or what?
Yeah, we,
No, I
we
think
got
we need
both
to put it-
scepters.
Yeah, but do we need to put it in the where you found the first one?
Considering with
Oh, I
identity or with identify that you figured out the purpose of the scepter was to kill something named Nabaka, maybe we should hold on to it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Also, Tom's character has it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
yes,
he's the one holding it.
So it's just effectively a quarterstaff with an adamantine.
No, it's a mace.
Oh, it's a mace. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
alright.
What scepter do you know of that's like 6 feet long?
There
Tall
are
people,
some.
giant scepters.
Super cool scepters.
The Pope's scepter.
The frost giant. Okay, that's a staff. Don't even try and call it a scepter.
What's the
Look,
difference?
I'm Jewish. I don't know how the Pope works.
+5 to Catholicism.
The Pope could be
Advantage of religion
18
rolls,
feet
Catholic.
tall. I don't know.
For all I know, he could be a level 20 cleric.
Churns
The
pharaohs
Pope
into
is a
snakes.
frost giant. But
So also, did
the
you
champion will be like,
take
well,
the bracers back?
we found something in the north. Did you check anything in the south? You kind of skipped an entire half of the room.
Well, Abdal's still there.
Abdal's in the middle.
I'm not very good at
I'm not leading
perception,
the
but
way,
I'll
if that's
go.
what you're implying.
I'll go.
I'll follow Zyga. I like Zyga too.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Go ahead and roll
We're all
perceptions
nice,
or
happy
investigations. Either or.
8 on investigation.
You wish that was an 18.
I wish that was an 18.
That's persuasion. Sorry.
I mean,
You,
I guess
You're
keep
very
it-
good at
did roll an
perception.
at 80.
Sarath?
Eight.
Sarath, you convinced Sharat that the wall to his right is a secret door.
Ooh!
Just keeps running into the wall.
The
No,
door
no, I know,
opens.
I'm just like gleefully just like patting my hands over trying to find the opening.
He finds the opening.
Oh, good.
Yes!
Oh, wonderful.
Congratulations.
Wait, he was right?
I can be very charismatic when I don't want to.
Wait, when you don't want to.
Because I didn't roll that persuasion on purpose.
Aha. Well, anyways, you see a spiral staircase, which looks very familiar to Avdol. Only Avdol.
Oh, well, let me... Oh. No, this. Yes.
What
is
this?
It leads... This goes back up, doesn't it?
There is an up and a down.
We momentarily went down this staircase before on the previous floor, but then after remembering that there was the rest of the floor above us that we still hadn't explored, we just sort of stopped and went back up.
Okay.
So what you all
Probably go
understand
further down
is
here.
there was a staircase that would have taken you all the way to ostensibly the bottom of the tomb, and instead, Avdol wanted you all to explore it.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, I said we, as in a group decision.
Where are the other members?
They're all dead, aren't they?
He's got a point there.
You said something about a very
You're the last
handsome
of a
apple.
generation, Avdol.
Not by choice. Not by choice. And
However, you get the feeling that, aside from the giant pit around the gargoyles, there's no other way you've seen going down.
Yeah, this
That's
might be our
true.
only way.
You will
Well,
go
hang
down
on.
then?
Have we looked at the other statues yet?
You haven't.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
There's nothing.
rock and roll then.
How did you just do that, Zyga? I saw you, move to the left and then teleport to the staircase.
I don't know.
he's fast.
Hi-oi.
How was it? If you hit space... Ah, there we go. Forgot
Wanna see
about
me
that
run to that
stuff.
rock and back? Want to see me do it again?
All right.
Oh
well,
no!
time to go down.
Oh,
All right, certainly.
I
Please-
will ask.
Please actually
Sarah
stop
for some
moving at
kind of
this point.
healing.
I'm trying to...
Okay. Grab everybody.
Yes.
I'm gonna ask Sarah for a quick touch up.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
I touch. Let's roll the touch. Is it a good touch? Who knows? Second level cure wounds.
Interesting.
13.
Alrighty.
I forget, did I switch you guys to this one? Yes, I did. It is here.
I'm gonna ask Avdol about Withers, dude, and ask him about when he faced him, what exactly happened, and did he use any kind of magic other than the teleportation to escape?
Oh yeah, no, there was walls of fire, fireballs. He had a bunch of little hand minions, if I recall correctly.
Hmm. Okay.
And he seemed very eccentric after all the years spent in here,
And what did he look like?
like a shriveled corpse in a robe.
Nah. All right. Well, let's continue on then.
I'd still really like at least a short rest.
Oh, sorry, here? Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna take the lead.
Whoa.
Oh God, it's there
Ah!
moving around us.
I don't know what's
Wait,
going
is
on.
there a door to our right?
There is.
Oh. What's down the hallway though, just so that we know.
Down the hallway, you see some slime coating the floor. It seems viscous and gray, and you figure it might be kind of difficult to traverse.
Any
It's
dead
almost as if the
eyeballs
terrain
looking at
itself.
us?
No, there's no dead eyeballs.
Okay.
Almost as if the terrain itself was difficult to traverse.
Yes.
Wherever would you get that
Can
idea
I
from?
make any kind of knowledge on the properties of the slime? If it's corrosive or
Give me a nature.
I'll flip a silver into the slime, see if it sizzles.
It does not.
18.
20 nature.
No slime you know of that would
Shit,
grow here just in the middle of nowhere
Is-
without anything to,
Is there a chemistry
sustain
check?
it.
I forgot that silver is a catalyst.
Your coin explode.
But
No, it just wouldn't
there's
react.
no. Yeah, so it's not. You know it's not like a natural occurring acid or anything like that.
All right. We might want to try the door.
Push or pull? I'll try to push the door.
All right, sure.
Door says pull, doesn't it?
No, it says slide.
Up.
Cool. It's just like start. Ugh.
Okay.
It's like I'm really playing Zelda.
At the bottom of the staircase, a dark corridor leads south, while a stone door with iron hinges and a brass knob stands to the east. And interesting. I think I see what's... You can just open it. You'll be fine.
Yay!
You're coming at this from the opposite side.
Wait,
But-
what? What the hell? Wait, is that outside?
No, it's
These?
a lake.
It's a lake.
Hold on.
Yes.
Are those gears?
They
Oh
look like
my
it.
god!
Oh, they did the thing, didn't they? One second.
Wait, is this
It's not outside.
okay? Out of character, 100% out of character. Is this where the boats came from? Like, if we had just kept going along the water, would we have ended up here?
Oh, I see. There's some shadows we should have. There's some walls we should have been blocking our vision.
Yes, I don't know why they didn't draw those, but
That's really sad.
it's all okay. You didn't see too much.
I
but-
saw that there's more to explore at
You
least.
Yeah.
saw nothing.
But yeah, okay. Can we get a description for this place?
Sure. A work stone column stretches from the bottom of the lake to the cavern roof and is attached to a nearby wall by a stone conduit. On one side of the column, steps of moss-covered stone climb from a stone dock to a landing whose stone door shows no handles or hinges. Ropes lash a pair of rowboats to a dock post, and a rusty iron cage wallows in the slime held afloat by chain and winch. Phosphorescent crabs gather at the bottom of the lake below the cage. So essentially you've got 2 rowboats nearby and a cage that can be lowered into the water.
Is there any way to get into the cage?
There is.
Is there anything inside?
There is not.
Okay. And these crabs, can we roll something for the crabs?
Certainly, give me a nature.
Sure. Crab nature. Oh.
Crab nature.
Is that 20 on crab nature?
16 on
No,
crab
the
Oh, that
nature.
was for-
on crab nature.
Okay, with a 16, you know they're just phosphorescent crabs. They generate light by eating muck. They
Cool.
chemical reactions.
They're not big, are they?
No, just
Okay. Just
Crab
regular
size.
crabs. Okay.
but crabs can get mighty large.
Giant.
Have you ever
enemy
seen a-
crab?
Have you ever seen a coconut crab?
Yes. I have seen
Terrifying.
coconut crabs. Very big.
You put the crab in the coconut and
No,
drink
no.
it up.
The coconut does not fit the crab. And these boats are moored, right? We can untie them and use them if we want.
Yes.
And row our boats.
So, do we want to explore Slime Hallway or take a row down Earville?
I'd like to take a rest, but I think you all know that.
I think we might have to row.
Row is only 2 letters off from rest.
If you change all the words but the first letter, or you change all the letters but the first one.
There's a vowel at the second letter.
There's 5 of us, right?
But I will put a vote. All in favor of resting. Aye.
I don't mind.
Like
All
short
opposed?
rest or long rest?
Just a
Short
short
rest.
rest. I just need a short.
Okay.
Just something to keep me above 9 hit points.
I guess in that case, I'll just take advantage of the opportunity and burn a hit die on the short rest.
Okay, so you can do so on the stairwell. Take a smoke break.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, I can just do this.
Well, that is unfortunate, but that's still more
Plus
than.
14. Well, that was a pretty good set of rolls. Once again, Jordan, good rolls.
Yeah, should be good enough.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, shall we go on our boating adventure?
I assume we need to
Doot
take
doot.
both boats to fit all 5.
Yes, you'd have to take both.
Boat.
We're probably gonna have to split up Sereth and Avdol.
Each boat can hold up to 4 small or medium creatures and their gear, and they contain 2 oars, an empty wooden bucket, and 50-foot-long coil of hempen rope.
Nice.
Huh, that's convenient. The rope isn't like some kind of mimic, right?
No.
Um,
So who's getting in which boat?
what condition are these boats in?
Pretty good condition.
Okay.
I mean, I might need to be in the champion's boat just so we can communicate.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, like this feels like one of those puzzles where people cannot be left alone in boats or
Can't
on
leave the
one
fox
side.
and the chicken on the other side of the river, otherwise.
Exactly. Except for in this case, it's the boat.
I mean, you're making it sound really complicated. I have no hurt feelings if I'm the only one in a boat. Like,
Yeah, but can you row it?
it's not super wide, is it? I can take 2 oars. I might lag
Look,
behind, but
Here's how we'll
yeah.
do it. If we really need to split people up, we could, the champion and Zyga can go with either one of the 2.
Thank you for
combatants.
clearing that up, Sharad.
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell tell the Guardian to come in the boat with us in this one.
What I'm just kind of... Well, you can... Honestly, I'll just kind of let you see. There's not really anywhere for you to go at this point. The gears are half submerged in
I
the
was
water and
noticing
rise
that.
10 feet above the surface of the lake, and they seem very slick. And the lake just kind of...
Why are you moving me around?
Because I'm showing all of you, just like,
Oh,
there's nothing
okay, gotcha.
on this side
Oh,
of the
okay,
lake.
there's just not much there.
Yeah.
That's strange.
Okie doke. Maybe the crabs in the cage might
I'm
come in
curious,
later. Maybe
this,
we skipped it entirely.
What is this thing in the middle here?
That's
That is the cage.
Yeah.
That's the cage with the
You can
crabs?
get in the cage. And
No,
then it can
the
get
cage
lowered down.
lowers you to the crabs.
Oh. Well, I'm not very adverse
Hit
to
him with the
Interesting.
shampoo.
submerging myself in water.
Yeah, interesting why they gave us a cage. I don't know if it's to keep us safe or what. Yeah. Or...
Can I submerge a cage without anyone in it?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'll try to see if I can grab the crabs.
with the cage with no one in it.
That's not how cages work, but...
Isn't
It's
that how
not
a
like-
crab cage works?
No,
Well,
crab,
no,
it's not
like-
a crab cage. It's like a diving cage.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Are you still going to lower it?
Probably, yeah. I'm
Okay.
curious.
Dub.
All right, well, you lower the cage, and with a horrible shrieking noise, the gears start going, and the cage plummets into the water and starts sinking.
Hmm.
Nothing seems to happen, however. What I need to do now is tell Zyga that he
I
needs
want
to make a
pull that cage
save.
back up in case I might need it later.
Probably.
I'll help Zyga turn the gears to pull up the cage.
Check TeamSpeak.
Okay. Should I GM it, or...?
Yeah.
How do I do that?
Slash GM roll, then whatever. You might have to put in the stuff. I don't know if you can do it with the character sheet.
That did not... That does
So like
not...
that, without the... And then you can put the
Oh.
modifiers as well. Oh, you put a
Okay.
space, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, God damn it. Get back in there.
Oh, you left the... Should I GM roll it for you?
It says rolling the dice, so give me a sec.
Hmm.
Be patient. The dice are rolling.
Okay.
I'll add my +4 to that. Or it'd be 15, yeah,
Mm.
so 19.
You can't. You're
Well,
not
I
aware.
have the 15 regardless
Yeah.
because of the Lucky Stone.
I know about that.
But wouldn't I be able to also inspire? I don't know.
It's one of those things. It's more of a you're not aware of what's about to happen type of thing, so you're just going off of the base things and can't react to it. But
Mhm. Wait. Okay.
so I don't know if I should describe what's going on as you're not able to do anything, or
Well, do I have liberty to choose?
no, it's telling you essentially to turn around and throw a fireball.
Oh, okay. That's. I mean, that's what I wouldn't. That's not what I would have used, but okay.
To be fair, you probably have something better, but you got to go with the classics.
Fine. Fireball.
So everyone roll a deck save.
Wait, what's going on?
You're not sure.
We're
Zyga
just having a
lowered the
fireball
cage.
launched at
He
us.
kind of froze up for a bit, turned around, and threw a fireball.
I'm gonna inspire first on that one.
Certainly.
There we go.
Zyga, I'm pretty sure that includes you. Yes.
Oh, because I left, I got the character sheet, not.
Mm.
Okay, 1 second.
And then, Sarath, you can roll a perception.
Sure. 14.
With the 14, you see something moving through the water, under the water. It seems
Wait,
large.
why did me and Sherrod
Large.
trade places?
I'm trying to get the champion out from... Because you aren't able to stack on top of each other.
Yeah, no, I see her over here.
I know.
So,
she was underneath you guys.
Here's a question I have,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess I should put it in the chat. In the chat we have.
My mic was muted. That explains a lot. Did
Hmm.
I call out to did anyone see what made that fireball?
Anyways, did you roll the damage? It seems like everyone saved. Or, what's your save?
15.
Okay, looks like everyone saved.
So it'd be
Although, technically...
what?
Okay, yeah.
88? No, 68.
86.
86. 24, half if you save, half for if you have resistance as well. So I take a whole 6 damage.
Yeah, wow.
Did you see where that fireball came from?
Zyga threw it, but there's something else in the water. I think the cage might have disturbed something.
Anyways, let's go to initiatives for fairly obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Please, God, stay on the GM tab. Actually, I'm not even going to bother.
Sorry, just needed to do that to actually get on the board.
Yeah, that's fine.
There we go.
Oh, dear.
Not
I'm just going to start deleting people. Hopefully I don't delete anyone. Does everyone still see themselves on the board?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, good. Okay, so Zyga, you're up first. The voice will say, well, if that's not what you would have done, do what you would have done then.
Real quick, Abdul, what's your dex? What's your initiative modifier?
Oh, for some reason I thought it was going to put you in. It's 0. You can even see it in the chat on the right.
Oh yeah, I can. In that case,
Oh.
Abdul and I should be swapped in.
Yeah.
By the by, what's your greatest desire, Zyga?
To get into college?
Wait, you don't even have a degree?
College. I can give you all of the colleges.
Ooh!
That seems a little. I'm a bit skeptical about that one.
You can't be.
I'm not
can't?
giving you the
Oh,
option.
well.
But yeah, Sharat should come before me.
Certainly. There you go.
Alright.
Thank you.
Let me just double check my spell book. Because would I actually have done something better? Yeah, I would have. Okay, so I'm going to, unfortunately, use my 5th level spell to Steel Wind Strike.
That sounds fun.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. The problem is I end up 5 feet away from something, so it's gonna hurt afterwards. So yeah, so 5 attacks. First one starting on Sarah.
Okay.
Certainly.
Fail.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll miss.
17 on Charet.
Is
I
that
believe
just
will
against
miss.
AC?
Yes.
To hit, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a miss.
17 on Abdul.
No.
And 13. Wow.
Yeah, you'll miss all of them. It'll be like, see, the
am-
fireball was great.
Everyone saved on the fireball.
It still did damage,
That is
I think.
At any point, can I make a will save on this or no?
Not yet. But the thing will burst out of the water, kind of shrieking and
dear God, what is that?
flailing.
Rolled an 11.
Yes, it did. It has a -1.
Wow.
But it will somehow stare at Sarath. Roll
What?
a wisdom save.
Yeah, considering, does it have eyes?
Don't worry about it.
I think
Sure,
there's little
alright.
beady things on its
Yeah.
like right next to the mouth.
16.
16, eh? Anything else?
If it fails, I'll save face.
Okay, if you say face, then you're fine.
Okay.
It'll-
I get to save face whether or not
Lucky
if I knew I
stone.
failed.
Oh yeah, you it would have failed, and with save
Okay,
face
so
you'll
I'll save
succeed.
face.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not saying like, oh, you shouldn't know. I'm just saying like
Yeah,
you were
yeah, yeah.
able to save face, and Zayaga, you hear a voice grumble and say, "Kill that one. Kill it now."
Take his face.
And that's its action. Also, if anyone wants to
Kill
roll
that
an Arcana,
Yeah.
Wait, who can?
Please,
Uh,
don't
anyone,
make it
but-
miss.
So.
Can I
5.
make one? Just
It's
so I
a
know what the
beholder.
hell it is?
No!
Ah!
That's really
Yeah.
weird. It looks different from the one we fought before.
All right, so now that
Like
I
it-
clearly
Wait.
saw.
So
Hold on,
here's a
is
question I have before we continue. In my mind, can I still like think stuff, or is it just like complete?
You
like,
are-
no
you
one's
are
home, but the...
essentially you are under its control.
Okay, so it's more like a puppet
It-
rather than.
It's more like a puppet. You can still think though, because it can
Okay,
communicate
so would I be able to
with
make
you.
an Arcana on?
You
this
could,
thing?
yes.
Okay.
Is this
You can't
the
say
holder from
anything,
the
but-
pot?
Okay.
So I'll whisper to you what it is.
All right. Meanwhile,
And for
I
everyone
can take
else,
my turn
it is an aboleth.
because I'm gonna tackle Zyga.
Oh.
Does it have a name? Is it Charlie?
It's Sheen.
Anyways, Sharat, you're tackling Zyga. Go.
Yeah,
Are
I'm
you
gonna try-
trying
I'm
to
gonna
grapple
try-
him?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and grapple him.
Okay. Keep in
wait,
mind,
wait,
grapple
wait.
just makes his speed 0. There's no
Okay, so
restraint.
does it actually cause him? I can't like clap my hand over his mouth to stop vocal components and stuff like that.
No, not without restraining him, which would be another action after the grapple.
Well, let's go for the grapple and see what happens.
Well, first you gotta walk over here, which will let you see the horrible monstrosity.
Ah! Okay, now that I see the horrible monstrosity, it's just an attack.
It is, yes.
All right, and I can use either stat.
Also, it kind of scooched a bit closer on its turn. And yeah, so it's just an attack against his armor. I think it might be an athletics against his armor. Just do an attack. It's strength and proficiency.
That does not hit.
Okay. Avdol.
Right.
Actually, no, technically you can use multiple attacks to try and grapple, so if you've got more.
Yeah, I do. Oh, I have 2 attacks for my turn. No.
That's still
Avdol.
No, okay, yeah, 15 didn't.
So
Actually, at the
Cyclops
end of
sta-
turn, it is going to sweep its tail at you, Sharat. Legendarily.
Oh, good. Also, can I roll an Arcana to see what this thing is?
Certainly.
That's animal handling, but that's still
You handle Zyga.
You can't handle
Hey
it.
the
there,
animal
little
he
guy.
is.
22 to
22
tail slap
will
you.
hit.
20 damage.
Ouch.
But I'm assuming your int is not too much higher than +1.
And as a matter of fact, it is exactly +1.
You can't figure out what this thing is.
No, I expected.
All right. And so, Avdol, you are up.
Okay, so I'm gonna step over. I'm gonna notice gruesome fella here. Can I roll Arcana?
Certainly.
Okey-doke. Here we go. 19.
Okay, so Avdol is able to recognize it. It is an aboleth.
Oh dear God.
Oh,
You know
boy.
that they are able to enslave the minds of the weak, and the only way to free them is to take them to another plane or kill the aboleth. Or knock the person unconscious.
Ah.
What if we take the aboleth to another plane?
I guess that would
Guess that would
work,
work, too.
because, yeah, as long as it's on a different plane of existence.
All right. And
Okay.
Let me just look at my spells real quick.
And so just to make sure, the size of the aboleth is large, correct? Like,
I'm gonna go ahead and try and cast Blight on the Aboleth. I do it like this, I believe. Yeah, level 5. And oh, that's just okay. So I need a Constitution save from the Aboleth. I'll move here for a better actual angle of it. I was pushing down push to talk when I said that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, just had to do something real quick.
Mhm.
But
also,
so
and also just
Constitution
confirm that it's
save,
large size, yeah.
it is large.
Cool.
23.
Okay, so it's gonna take half.
And it is not a plant.
Yeah, no. So it's gonna be, let's see,
Flesh to plant.
Okay, so 22 damage.
22, sure. All right, and is that your turn?
Then I think I forget. Can you move to a standard, then do the rest of your move?
Yep,
Yeah.
you can.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna hide back around the corner here, so to speak.
Certainly. All right. With its legendary action, it's going to siphon psychic power from Zyga, doing 11 psychic damage to him and healing
And
up.
at no point I'm able to make any kind of saves.
Nope. Sarath.
Please.
Dear God.
Fingers crossed.
I likes fireballs, right?
Yes,
I throw it there at the ears.
certainly. So dex save.
Maximum damage.
It'll get a 15.
It fails.
Okay,
So that's
so
48 damage.
48.
Roasty toasty.
Interesting.
That uses one of these.
Okay, so something occurs after it gets hit with the fireball and writhes around for a bit. It's going to sink into the water. Zyga's going to feel the pressure on his mind abate, and it's going to come back up kind of shyly, and you hear a childlike voice in your head says, "Ow, that hurt. Why did you do that?"
Oh, dear God, it's got twin or multiple personalities.
You all look different from the things that usually sit here. What are all you here for?
His name is Sararak. Mean anything to you?
No.
What are you doing here? This seems like an odd place for a creature of your size, if you don't mind me asking.
It's my lake.
You have a very pretty lake.
I'm incapable of making decisions, so
You're incapable of making decisions.
yeah. That's actually the character trait that I've been stuck with. Thank you.
Oh,
for
Unk,
noticing.
right. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, you get the feeling you could ask it some stuff, And it could, since it's a being that's able to, you know, like probe things, minds and whatnot, you could get some answers. And it seems willing to answer, so I'll just let you know how this is going to work. It's going to function like commune.
Am I
you can ask
still
it.
mind slaved?
No, the pressure abated.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
So you get 3 yes or no questions that it will answer to the best of its ability.
Mind if we take a second to think about it?
Don't ask that.
I might get bored.
You say, give us a second.
Yes.
Can it be any yes or no
1.
question?
God damn it. I will throw you into this lake.
That's
my
a
God.
question. So yes.
Oh God.
We just lost a question.
Yes.
That wasn't a question.
That was a statement.
No.
Holy
shit. All right. Huddle. All right, everybody,
But
huddle up.
that is going to be a question, but you've got 2.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so I think what
Remember,
question
it's
we should
in your
ask-
minds.
I
So
think
if
what
you
question
ask
we-
any questions between yourselves, it'll probably answer.
We don't want these questions answered at the moment when we say when we
out
say
of character.
when
Out
we
of
say
character,
we
you
have-
can't talk to each other.
I will say the only time we will ask you a question directly for these 2 questions that remain will be when we state, when
You understand?
our mouths are open, saying, we have a question for you.
Please don't try and pull this off when you get the actual commune spell, because divine beings would probably smite you for that shit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but at the same time,
Yes.
we're when given the question without knowing what we're going to ask beforehand,
Oh no.
we can't
No,
do
like,
anything
I
other than.
Now I'm thinking the Albaleth has the Principal Skinner. Yes.
May I see
Okay,
it?
so
No.
No.
So what should
May I see
we?
it?
What topics do we want to discuss?
I'd like to confirm if Acerak
Before-
is actually in the.
Okay. In this tomb,
Actually, can't we? No, we couldn't write it down because then
in
we'd still
this
be speaking
tomb,
it.
there is a creature that has been giving us warnings. We believe it is a malevolent force that does not belong in here. It would be incredibly powerful and necromantic in nature. Is that creature within this tomb?
Yes.
Well, there we go on that one.
Okay.
I mean, I know the question I would want to ask.
I mean, you were enslaved. Why don't you go ahead and ask it? I think you've earned it, buddy.
I'm going to amend that 1 to yes and no.
That
Okay.
count as 2 answers?
No,
Okay.
but
Okay.
make of it what you will if it says yes and then no.
Interesting.
Given our current power level, well, our current abilities, do you believe we would be a match for this being?
Okay, worded like that. No.
Interesting. Thank you for your time, strange and wonderful creature that you are.
And it's going to say bored now and swim off.
Let's leave before it changes its mind.
I like the sound of that plan.
Almost.
Way, way.
Ba-da-bop.
Well, that was an experience. And now I'm
Alright.
down 2 spell levels. 2 spells.
And with
Alright,
that, I'm unfortunately have to call it a little early today
Oh.
because I've got some things to do. But
probably
that's a
no
pretty
worries.
good time to stop, yes.
Yeah.
So, until next time, hopefully we'll stream Monday and nothing comes up. I was unfortunate this time, but
Yep.
sometimes things happen. But
Sometimes
until
things
then,
happen.
have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
See you next time.
Oh,
Bye,
Lord.
stream.